Okay, we're out here. There's Pork Chop. Fence is off, so she's venturing a little closer than she normally would, as you can tell. We're getting ready to put her food in her dish. You surely can't keep her water clean, that's for sure. But I figured I would do a little video here. There's her feed for the day, for the evening. And in order to do this, I have to put apples in her water. So I'm gonna put an apple in the water, and we'll see what happens. So I'll just say she's gonna come over here, hopefully. Come on, come on, get over here. You gotta get away from there. She will not come over. She won't get away from her dish if I don't do this. Anyhow, see what we can do. Here she comes, walking through her bucket again. Okay, so this is called, did you know pigs can bob for apples? And she's gotten very good at it, as you can tell. She gets that apple pretty quick. I'll come back for more. Let me get her fed. Okay, so we put feed in her. See, that didn't take her long at all. Put food in her dish. She didn't care about the food as much. She wanted the apple. We've given her all kinds of table scraps. We've been trying a couple different things. Did you know Pork Chop really doesn't like vegetables much? She'll eat it if she has to. And if you give it to her in something that's got some sweet stuff in it, she'll go for it even more. Did you know, and I don't know if this is true of all pigs, Pork Chop can run and she can jump. And she's not slow. She's pretty fast when she runs, when she wants to be. She's got some speed behind her for sure. You wouldn't think for a big girl like she is that she would, but she does. It's pretty easy to feed her by hand sometimes. Come here. Hey. Come on, come here. Yeah, she's too intent on her meal now. So we give her some horse treats because unfortunately, unless you have pigs yourself, if you don't have a potbelly pig, they don't really have a whole lot in the way of feed for these guys. Did you know that they really like to dig a lot, but only in specific spots? We really thought she would just tear this entire space up. That's why we gave her such a big area, but it's only in certain areas. She of course did tear up the inside of her little shelter, which is fine by me. We'll give her some hay here in the winter time. That should be good for her. So, anyhow, we hung a ball on a tether rope. She really doesn't do a whole lot with it right now, but maybe later she will. She typically lays around, but it's been hot and humid here, so it's kind of probably what she needs to do. So let's see, what have I gone through? Oh, did you know pigs are extremely smart? I am talking smart. Smart, smart, smart. She knows when this fence is on, and she knows when it's not. And we had an issue, which is why we started doing the bobbing for apples thing. I didn't have these T-posts here. I didn't think she would be able to push this entire thing of water when it's full. But she started laying in front of it, as you can tell right here. It's kind of no grass. She started laying in front, and she would put her back against the the trough, and it would have unfortunately get pushed against the fence, and it hit the T-post here. But when it hit the T-post, it curved around and got hung up in these wires that were hot. She went to get a drink of water and it shocked her, and she didn't like it that much. I don't blame her, but my wife started thinking, why don't you try and see if she'll start drinking if you put an apple in the water. She loves apples. In fact, the treats we give her are apple-based treats. So, started throwing a couple of apples in there every day. I used that smaller water pail in front of it to try to get her, to come in. And eventually, she started coming in and just drinking out of the trough again. I put the T-post here to make sure it'll never do that again. So, I mean, it was one of those things where it was about 2 weeks long ordeal where she had to get used to drinking out of that trough again, but she sure didn't like it, didn't trust it. But now she doesn't mind. She dunks her head all in there, has a fun time. So, let's see. So now we've gone through the bobbing for apples and why she does it. Running, jumping. Oh, did you know that pigs can bark like a dog when they're frightened or startled? Pork chop does. It was kind of weird at first, but now I'm kind of used to it. When she does it, she gets excited. She gets startled by anything. She doesn't really like the riding mower that we have, so she gets startled when we bring it in here because she's not eating down. We thought she would graze more of the grass out, but she's really not doing a lot of grazing in here. She, periodically will do so, but not a whole lot. So anyhow, that's that, I guess. I've got some footage. I'll try to go through some of it. If not this video, I'll put out another video of just basic pork chop running around doing her thing. And I've got another video I'm going to be doing here shortly. I'm putting it all together. It's not an easy video to put together. Kind of crazy, but we've had a lot going on. I haven't really had a lot of time, and really haven't felt like doing a whole lot of videos. I'll go ahead and do an update on our birds, our flock. We've actually lost one of our roosters, the white rooster. He was my favorite, and one of our Brahma hens to a predator. I'm not sure how it's getting in because the fencing is fully charged. The charging tester, the fence tester I've got, goes to 8,000 kilovolts, and every leg of this fence is at 8,000 kilovolts, and it's on 24/7. There's no breaks in it. So our rooster, he was snatched a couple weeks ago, and there was only like a little bit of feathering left over. We're not even sure if they were his. And he was taken over by that tree there, in between the two trees. And we put out some cameras. Haven't caught anything yet. Our hen was taken over in this area, over by the pond, closer to the pond. And there was a whole bunch of feathers on that one. So I don't know if it's a bobcat, I don't know if it's a coyote, I don't know if it's a fox, and I don't know if it's a raccoon. I'm putting out more traps for raccoon. I'll be doing that this evening, putting out traps. So the 3 chicks are doing awesome. They're getting pretty big. Broody mama there, that's what my wife calls her. She's laying eggs again already. So, and she's just been a great mama to these little chicks. We're getting ready to start letting them out and see how they do. We're thinking we're going to put her in the backyard over by the cabin with the chicks, let them kind of go during the day, and see how that goes. But anyhow, we go ahead and cut this short. or at least shorter than what it's actually going to. I'm just rambling on. And we'll see you on the next video.